Good morning, students. Welcome back to our class. That is SCM. Today we are going to start with our new topic. That is how the HRM and human resource is going to affect in the SCM and what are the resource based on the firm. So we are going to learn about these things. Now, before going to start the class, I will just tell you some important things regarding the how the HRM is focusing in the SCM. So what is happening? As you know that human resource plays a key role in the supply chain management, and supply chain management is the management of supply chain activities such as procurement, manufacturing, sourcing and other inventory managerial activities. So for effective management of supply chain health, the organization is gaining competitive advantage over other competitors. The various parties involved in SCM are suppliers, vendors, distributors, wholesalers, and retailers. As like, on the other hand, human resource management or HRM is also about managing people, and it is also one of the way to achieve competitive advantage. Now, what is the role of the HRM and SCM? First thing, the main rules are as follows. First one, the training and development activities for the SCM professional. Now, it is going to help in to initiate the role of incentive pay system in the supply chain management. Next, to take up welfare measures in the supply chain management. After that, using HRM practice in supply chain management to work more efficiently and effectively. That means to take out the work effectively and efficiently from the employees, either from top management to the low management, or from CEO to the security. Everyone are equal. What are their terms, conditions, roles, responsibilities, abilities? All these things will come under the HRM and SCM. Now, apart from that, to influence organization culture, it is important to impact SCM activities. So, with the help of HRM only, we can fulfill this requirement. Next, to enhance workforce relationship among supply chain partners, to facilitate retention programs in SCM, to ensure health and safety measures in SCM. So, to build up the healthy atmosphere and the safety atmosphere in the organization, and for the growth and the win-win situation for both the organization and company and customers, we are going to utilize and maintain HRM in SCM. Now, to enable workforce diversity in supply chains. And last, I want to add here that how it has become if to face competitive challenges in SCM, we need HRM to control the culture, atmosphere, environment, and roles and responsibilities and abilities within the organization. Now, based on that, we will go for the resource-based view of a firm. Now, the resource-based view of the firm emphasizes the importance of resources in relation to a firm competitive position. Apart from that, the firm performance is driven directly by its product and indirectly by the resources that go into their production. So here it has been mentioned clearly that in the supply chain management, the company's firm or the firm's performance is going to be driven by the product itself only, and indirectly how the resource means how the HR people, human resource, are going to involve to get out the production. Now, resources generally have been defined as the assets, process, information, skill, knowledge, etc. of a firm which develop distinctive capabilities and are used to achieve competitive advantages. So, what is happening is resource means it can be an assets, it can be the process, how the employees are doing the work, it can be the information, it can be skill, ability, knowledge, experience, everything. Next. uh, Here what is happening, yeah, the resource based view of a firm or RB of a firm can be analyzed with the help of this diagram. See what is happening in the resource must produce something that is valued by customer. It should be rare or difficult or to initiate and must not be easily substituted. So what are the resources? Resources can be a process, skill, knowledge, information, asset, experience or qualification or idea, what it means. So how these resources are going to take out the qualities in the form of a value, rarity, immutability and non-substitutability. These are the process of RBV. Next, how the resource-based view in a firm can be taken place. A strategic resource has four qualities. What we are saying that the resources are of four qualities. What is that? First one, value, rarity, inimitability and non-substitutability. So value means what? The resource can produce something that is valued by consumers. Rarity, the resource must be limited in supply. And inimitability means the resource must be difficult for other firms to imitate. And non-substitutability means the resource must have few close substitutes. Now, organizational assets such as employee skills can be classified as core resource that are vital or important to the competitive advantage of an organization. See what is happening here. The employees who are going to become the assets, that means quality employees are result oriented employees, are the most quality of production, are the product manufacturing employees, are the skill oriented employees. These people are the resources, organizational resources of the employees, are the assets of the organization. So here in SCM content, we are going to add human performance of a firm's employees can be add value by helping the firm improve for supply chain efficiency and effectiveness, because the HRM is helping to the SCM how to manage. Now what is happening in the supply chain contents, as we were saying that uh, the human resource refers to employees' performance, also excellence in meeting expected levels or performance goals on various SCM related tasks and activities. The expected performance in the workplace by employees is generally dictated by a set of valid and appropriate expectations and is detained through uh, proper education and training of employees. So what is happening here? It is showing that the supply chain, the human resource is helping to the in the SCM by providing the performance of, by showing the performance of an employees and their excellence in their performance. Apart from that, they are going to work. That means how the, what is the expected performance of an employee should be there in the working place, and he is getting, he is giving that much performance or more or less. They are going to prepare, they are going to compare it. If not, they are going to provide the education and training to those employees to get addicted with that culture, the atmosphere and environment, and to provide the expectation or appropriate result for, with the help of the training and proper education, so that the company can run smoothly and softly in future. Next, the employees are the key to the execution of supply chain initiatives, and employee skill and commitment can be instrumental in improving the firm performance. So what is happening? See, any individual performance can be adequate due to lack of skill, and maybe he's not getting, no, he is not getting the procedure to take out the output within the firm. So for that, the supply chain management issues that initiates that the skilled employee and commitment employee can be instrumental in providing the firm performance. Some employees will be there who are commitment to their work, so the company will be get benefited with these kinds of employees. So the HRM is helping to the SCM to provide the effective or to know the skill, ability and performance of the ability of human beings or the employees in the organizations, so that they can reach to their goal within a short span of time. Next, now human performance is crucial to supply chain strategy implementation. Now, a firm must have or may have sound supply chain strategies in place, but suboptimal performance from its employees can easily sabotage the achievement of goals. Next, The firm may have developed a comprehensive process for quality control in its manufacturing process and providing the overall performance to the organizations so that it can reach to its goal in a short span of time. Next, as we are saying that here, the firm have to develop a comprehensive process for quality control in its manufacturing process to meet customer requirements. To meet the customer requirements, the company should have to develop a comprehensive or a competitive process for quality control. For bringing the quality control in the organization, we have to take this step. Next, however, that means the employees involved in related activities cannot perform as trained or desired services or desired service levels or productive quality standards may be in danger. So what is happening if you are not going to provide, that means easily support age will not be there. Support age means what? Who's going to damage, who's going to deliberately destroy or obstruct something, especially for any service sector. So what is happening here? These kind of employees need training, and they have to check after getting training also if they are doing some uh, bringing some difficulties or some errors in the organizations, the company have the right to remove to them. If they are getting appreciated, then they should have to get finalized with that also. Next, how the HRM is going to achieve. That means, and achieving superior human resource performance in the supply chain activities require the development of tactic knowledge of employees, which will enhance the uniqueness of the firm's human capitals. They have to know the present, past knowledge and information of the employee. With the help of this, the company can able to obtain and they can play the tactics how to generate the employees. Now, obtaining this knowledge and skills often involves individual learning process. Even the highest levels of automation rely on human performance to function. People are strategically important to a firm's success, including supply chain performance. See what is happening. Selecting the best of the best employees within the organization is the main motto of this criteria. See, many people will come for the job, but they have to check out, they have to test their his psychological level, mental ability, physical ability, his skill, experience, knowledge, productivity, result orientation. All these things can be measured with some measurement scales you may have learned in the HRM process. So all the HRM manager or the decision maker of HR will do all these activities. Next, supply chain council summarizes all supply chain processes into 5 key activities like plan, source, make, deliver, and return. So the main 5 activities in the supply chain. What is that first? What to they have to plan. What sort of goods should have to be delivered first? What are the next one sources or which order has got us on which date, which time, which place? Depending on that, they have to check what are the sources. Do we have those things or not? If we are having, then what to do next? We have to make the package. After doing the packaging, we have to deliver it. And after deliver also, if you are getting in return, if the product is got damage or error in the product or some mismanagement, mis packaging, what it may be, then the product will come in return and we have to close it. Again, we have to do the inspection. R&D department will goes to the R&D department. They will do the check-in. That means they will inspect it. Either the product need to modify or they have to throw in the scrap or garbage or they need to semi-modify or reconstruct it. What it may be, they will do on the basis of the work. Now, plan means what? Demand and supply planning is in the SCM is very important. Next, but supply planning and supply chain management planning should be based on employees' knowledge, skills, experience, and work ethic. If there is a gap between the developed plan and the realistic human resource of employees, it is almost certain that the supply chain plan will fall short of its expected goals. So what is happening here? The goods can be performed the planning should be in such a way that it is should not have it should have to taken place on the basis of the employee's skill, knowledge, experience, and ethics. Now, sources. It is important for a firm to have a sound sourcing strategy. It is equally important to have capable employees to ensure the procured materials meeting requirements in quality, quantity, and deliver time. So, what is happening here? The source means what? It is important for a firm to have a sound sourcing strategy. Its strategy should, after planning the source, they have to be in a soundful way, and it can be work. That means equally the work should have to be given equally to all the employee, and to ensure the procedure or the procured materials meeting requirement in the quality, quantity, and deliver time. The quality should not have to match. I mean downfall. The quantity should not have to mismatch, and the deliver time should not have to disgrade, or it should have to deliver after the time. No, that working employees should be effectively and efficiently they have to work, and the resource should have to reach with best quality and the accurate quantity with in the addicted time. Now, the sourcing employees ability to maintain ideal relationship with different suppliers is also a key consideration. The communication skills and the relationship building capability of a company's resourcing employees are crucial for securing reliable and long lasting supply sources. So, what is happening? Not only that, but in sources, employees' ability will also be calculated. How he is going to maintain his ideal relationship with different suppliers, and the key consideration, how he is going to have the communication skills, how he is building up his relationship with the company and the customers and the suppliers. All these things criteria is there. So the HR peoples, the HRM will provide the training to those employees who got elected in the organization. Next. Now, make. Uh, Next step is make. The make step includes production activities, packaging, staging product, and releasing. All the activities involved in these processes are performed by human beings. So after planning and sources, we have to go for the make. What in the making? What is happening? What sort of production should be there? I mean, what sort of delivery is there? Which product has to be delivered? How it should have to get packaged? How should have to get staging product? And how should have to get released? How they have to label the bill? How they have to inform to the customers? All these things is comes under the make procedure. Now, next one is deliver. See, delivery includes order management, warehousing, and transportation. Consistent delivers are largely dependent on employees' ability to meet expected objectives. Therefore, excellent customer services or service can be provided only with capable and dedicated employees, educated and trained to deliver desired performance level people. See, deliveries means what? It's order management. How the order is coming, either they have to manage, and how the goods are there in the warehouse, whether it is there or not. If it is there, then how they can go into package when they are going to deliver it. Matter. If not, then they have to bring it from the supplier, the raw materials, and it has to get manufactured in the industrial factory, and it should have to reach to the warehouse. Then from warehouse, it should have to transport. That means transportation should have to take place properly. Now, consistent deliveries are largely dependent on employees' ability. What is depending on the employees' ability to meet expected objectives. To meet with the expected objectives, employees' deliveries are playing the important role. So, therefore, excellent customer service can be provided only with uh, capable and dedicated employees, educated and trained to deliver desired performance. So what is happening? The excellent customer service can be provided only with the capable employees and dedicated employees and commitment employees, well educated and trained employees. So these people will deliver the desired performance or they will reach to it. Now returns. The last one is returns. Returns means what? Sometimes what is happening? The firms must be prepared to handle the returns of the containers or packaging or defective products from the customer side. So in return, what is happening? Management requires highly skillful experienced, knowledgeable employees to make sound decisions and to make the most appropriate actions. Now, relationship management is an integrated part of SCM. So that's the reason they used to maintain a relationship officer RO. So the supply chain relationships fall into three categories. What are those? Customers relationship, supplier relationship, and cross-functional relationship. The words itself indicates and you people can understand the meaning and the work of it, I hope so. Now, all relationships are among humans. Capable and committed employees are the key role in relationship management. What here the experts are saying that the relationship which are going to be managed by the among human beings, it should be capable and committed employees and play the key role in key relationship management. Now, continuous improvement should be there. With the help of those HRM, there will be a continuous improvement in the organization. So, any firm that desire to succeed in the long term or the long run must willing and be able to make continuous improvement. They have to maintain SCM in HRM in SCM. Next, for continuous improvements, firms must engage with the ongoing organization's learning, and it should have not only learn internally but also externally through customers, distributors, suppliers, and others. What are their requirements? What are their needs? What are their satisfaction level? Everything should have to satisfy by the company. Now, any organizational learning starts at the individual level. It is the employees who actually engage in the learning activities. There is need to orient the firm's employees towards continuous learning for continuous improvements in HCM. So what happened at last? See, for the firm should have to learn first about its internal and external uh, information about the customers, distributors, suppliers, and other. Then only they can take proper decisions and the work can be engaged and what sort of employee should have to hire and what sort of training is needed for them. So all these things are coming in this criteria. I hope students understand the concept. Please mention your roll numbers in the comment box. Thank you. Have a nice day.